Hey everyone, I'm Nick Meter, founder of Lift Cacao. Greetings from Cusco, Peru, where I'm exploring South American cacao culture for the first time. Today I want to talk with you about the courses that we offer at Lift Cacao. The topic of cacao courses and cacao facilitation trainings is complex and somewhat controversial, and I think it makes sense. There's a lot to consider. I've definitely seen some ways that don't seem ethical to me, especially when there's kind of a random advertisement on social media that is anonymous. It doesn't say who it's from, but says something like, learn how to lead a cacao ceremony. Lift Cacao basically has two types of courses. Some are essentially facilitator courses. There's an intro course that's very short, just the basics, that is more designed for people who already have experience holding space, yoga teachers, Reiki practitioners, things like that. Then there's the longer 10-week cacao-powered facilitator course, which is really the culmination of over a decade of my own experience as someone going through a healing journey and training in various healing and self-development modalities. But I'm clear and transparent with both of these that they're not trainings in how to lead a traditional ritual, indigenous practices, or that kind of thing. These are courses that can help people create modern experiences with cacao where people can connect more with themselves and receive the benefits and insights that authentic ceremonial cacao can bring. Cacao is very sacred in many indigenous cultures of the Americas that have a pre-Hispanic connection with cacao. But there's not only one way that cacao is worked with. A lot of times cacao is considered simply a food, or it's incorporated into important life milestone events like weddings and baptisms. So while anyone can develop a connection with cacao, create cacao circles, and share cacao with friends and loved ones, it is also important to learn about the traditional or ancestral ways that indigenous groups have connected with cacao, and in some cases, how they still do. So sometimes we organize live webinars with indigenous teachers so that they can share about their culture and their beliefs in connection with cacao. And one of these is available on our website as a self-guided course. It's not a training because it's not teaching people how to lead indigenous ancestral rituals, for example. The current one on our website is called The Spirituality of Cacao in Ceremony with Nana Ishkik Lopez Zavala of the Utscaslemal collective, who makes Pacala cacao. And this is the type of course that would be great for anyone who just wants to have a deeper appreciation for where cacao comes from and the cultures and indigenous groups who have protected these traditions for thousands of years. So there isn't just one traditional context that cacao came from, and it's not wrong the way that it's spreading around the world. It's just important that we bring the transparency and acknowledgement about how we connected with cacao, if we did study with or learn from indigenous teachers, and what our other training or background is in terms of holding space, creating a container for an experience with cacao. In the end, it's important to stay humble and remember that connecting with, developing a relationship with cacao is a journey. It's not a destination. It's something that can go on. And more information is coming to light all the time, even regarding the ancient history of cacao, as they find more pottery, for example, that dates the human connection and cultivation of cacao back further and further. The indigenous spiritual teachers who I've asked about this really do support the spread of cacao around the world, and they know the positive impact that it can have. I've even heard some express a belief that it's a prophecy for this to be happening right now. Abuelo Efren of El Grano de Oro Cacao put it that way. So if you do feel called to learn more about cacao and how to share cacao with others, whether it's a private, quiet moment with some friends or an organized event, a circle at a yoga studio or another venue, I encourage you to follow that calling and stay open to learning more. Just follow your intuition and have fun. As always, thanks for listening. And until next time, I'm Nick Meter.